Yes.
I'm pretty sure we've all had friendships, friendships that come and go, friendships that last a lifetime, and we have those friends that we could always, when you're having a problem, you could go to them and they always have a solution for you. And then there's just those friends that sometimes you just say hi and bye, or you just need somebody to hang out at school with. Well, I'm gonna tell you guys the importance, what I believe the importance of friendship is. To begin with, I'm gonna have to say that I agree with the quote. Friendship is a plant we must often water. It's a German proverb. And to show how I agree with this, I'm going to go through some events in my past, present, and future. To begin with, I think that friendship is important, and it is something that, like the proverb says, we should water. For example, when I was younger, my relationship with my dad hasn't always been the best, and I remember he was always in and out of my life. He would always do dumb things and come back, and I would always be like, oh, it's okay, he's gonna be different this time. And then when I was in 7th grade, I remember I was he would call me and be like, oh, he would always try to form that relationship again, and I was like, I can't do this anymore. And I told my mom I don't want to see him anymore, and it was I decided to cut him from my life. It was pretty sad for me, and I had trouble at school and everything. And then I remember it was my friends that were there, and they would come over to my house after school, and at school they'd be like, oh, are you okay? And they always knew I was down, and they would help me out. They'd be like, you can do it, you can pull through. And unfortunately I did, and I always say thanks to them. And a lot of those friends I still have. That's why I think that it says, if you keep watering it, then it'll grow. And in my present, right now, I'm taking a class. Chemistry is so hard for me, and then I work almost 40 hours a week, and it's overwhelming for me sometimes, and I'm just oh, I can't do it anymore, I have to give up. I'm I can't. And then my friends, they're like, come on, you can do it, you're almost there, you're almost done, we're more than halfway through the semester, just do it. And not just my friends, but also my sister, because I feel I have a friendship with my sister, not just a sibling relationship. And she's always the one that's there for me. She's like, you can do it, Dusty. She's like, you can do it. And then just things like that keep motivating me. And then I just hope to keep all those friends in the future. And like I said, just keep the friendship growing. And like a plant, you water it, it grows, you tend to it, and it will grow. I feel it's the same way towards a friendship. I mean, you can't have a good friendship if you're not there for them when they're there for you. It has to be a mutual thing. So if they need you, you're there for them, and then the same goes for the other thing. And that's why I agree that friendship is like a plant that you should water. The more you water it, the more it grows. No idea what I said.
Let's see if they were better than mine. They're good ones. No, which was a tough one.
No, it's good.
Did you see it with the tear? That was outside, and I thought as soon as this was like, no, you can't see it.
You had a tear?
Yeah.
All right, Leslie, the visualization at the beginning was okay. The transition to the quote was clear. It was a little awkward, but we knew where you were going at that point. You try to organize the material using a structure, which is fine. The first 2 points, I thought that you did a nice job developing them. The first one especially, you had a personal example and some illustrations that you could use to tell that story. The second one's a little bit more abstract. You set us up for a third one, but I didn't really hear any development of that, so I'm not quite sure that you got to that third point in the argument that you were making. On the presentation, I thought you had good projection of your voice. There's pretty solid variety in when you were talking to us. Sometimes it sounds a little bit rushed. At the beginning of the speech, you don't really get set to speak, and you're walking with your feet crossed at one point. It's like the first 20 seconds of the speech, you got your legs crossed, and then later on you did the thing that you were just talking about, putting your hands behind your back, and that's maybe where your anxiety's coming out. I'm a little bit nervous and not sure what to do with my hands, so I'm just going to lock them behind my back. When you gestured, I thought you were fine, but it was not very frequent. I'll tell you what you seem to be doing to compensate for not moving really effectively, or your gestures. Your facial expressions were pretty good. You seemed like you were engaged when you were talking to us, and that's a good thing. We just want to make sure that you get a complete package of the presentation, so I think that you can do a little bit better on that. And like I said, those are things that to work on. Almost everything else was really solid. Thank you.